and I think you came here to see one of their best friends too, right? Well, this is beautiful. Daley Plaza overfilled. I wonder why this boy with this guitar is such a threat to the city of Chicago. I really want you to give a hearty welcome to Tom Morello from Rage, used to be from Rage Against the Machine. No, wrong music. That's wrong music, but he can probably sing it. But I also want to say, turn that music off.
That's an awesome jam, but please turn it off.
I think the city of Chicago has taken control of our sound system. At any rate, now it's Tom Morello with the Night Watchman. Tom has been put up with a lot of things the last week or two, ever since he decided to come here and sing a few ballads for the nurses. In terms of sympathetic ear, voice, Tom's like the new Joe Hill. That's what you need to know about Tom Morello. I mean, he goes where the workers' struggles are. He goes where people's struggles are. He is really one of the greatest guitarists in history. And he's actually a very good friend to all working people. So I really want to give you a big welcome to Tom Morello.
It's an honor to be here today in my hometown of Chicago with the Nurses Union. Thank you so much for having me. And I have to thank the Nurses Union for standing up for free speech, thank them for standing up for economic justice, and thank them for standing up for me. Because the mayor's office tried to shut this whole thing down, and for 3 days argued with the nurses. They said, you can have your march, you can have your rally, all you have to do is kick Tom Morello off the bill. And they said, and they looked the mayor's office in the eye, and they looked the city attorneys in the eye, and they looked the North Atlantic Treaty Organization in the eye, and they said in a loud voice, in the words of that old 1990 spiritual, fuck you, I won't do what you tell me. How ridiculous for the mayor's office to think that I would do something that would hurt Chicago or encourage people to do something that would hurt Chicago. I grew up in Libertyville, Illinois, and Chicago is my favorite city in the entire world, and I would never do anything to harm her or encourage anyone to harm her. But that doesn't mean I'm not pissed off. That doesn't mean that we're not angry. It's the corporate malfeasance of Wall Street that has torpedoed the global economy and caused such hardship for millions of families around the globe, while they've lined their own pockets with millions of dollars in bonuses for themselves. And I'm angry about that. That sort of economic malfeasance does not happen due to the happenstance of economic spreadsheets. It's a crime, and those criminals are at large. So I'd like to make a suggestion to President Obama, the other Harvard graduate with a Kenyan father from Illinois who's in town today. I'd like to suggest to him that if he doesn't have the courage or the cojones to close Guantanamo Bay, that he takes some of those Wall Street criminals and some of those NATO criminals and he puts them in those animal cages, locks the door, throws away the key, and cranks Rage Against the Machine 24 hours a day. The mayor's office tried to make us feel unwelcome here. Let me tell you, I've been speaking my mind and playing music in this town for over 2 decades, and I know damn well that I am welcome in Chicago, Illinois. But you know who's not welcome here? The G8's not welcome here. They ran away like scared little lambs because they were afraid of the Chicago reception they were going to receive. You know who else is not welcome here? NATO. They've had to call out the National Guard and bus in police officers from 3 surrounding states to protect their conference against the people of Chicago. They're not welcome here. But you know who is welcome here? The Nurses Union is welcome here. Occupy Chicago is welcome here. The Occupy groups from around the country are welcome here. Iraq Veterans Against the War are welcome here. So my message to you is a simple one. This town is our town. I'm the Night Watchman, and this is a one-man revolution.